So you guys were one. I'm hearing a lot of you guys. You guys wanted a theme song shortened, so here we go. This girl reviews movies, games, and books. Sometimes she plays them. So does that. And when she does it with the cat, does that make her crazy? Does that make her crazy? Probably. So it's shorter. There you go. Crazycatlady or Martha Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under fair use, educational, for education and entertainment purpose.
Hi everybody, Martha here. So today we're doing the last episode of this season of Moon Knight. Um, we don't know if there'll be a season 2 or a movie or whatever, but they're hinting at other stuff, looks like. And this was indeed a good episode. So it starts out with Amit, Arthur, whatever, taking Mark's slash Steven's body and saying goodbye to it, and including who we find out later. I'll explain. There is third personality in there, and this episode we learned their name. So, Layla knocks out somebody, and after they all leave, um, she gets the scarab from that was left on the body, and she ends up trying to follow them. And Arthur takes out a bunch of cops, keeps one on his side. When this happens, if we see a body get taken over by the hippo, and she explains that Mark will come back, and you just have to find, you have to break, the statue has Conchu in it, and bring him back. And use a spell to put the gator, so who we see later on, inside of Arthur. And she ends up following him to the tomb, and she finds out where Conchu's thing is, breaks them. He asks, "Do you want to become my vessel?" And she says no, because she saw how bad it was for Stephen and Mark. And he just goes and fights Arthur, who just took out all the gods, avatars. And we go back to the afterlife, and Mark doesn't want to leave Stephen to do, so he leaves peace and goes and helps Mark and both then turn into statues. But right when this happens, they get brought back, and Conchu offers them the deal again. And this time they say yes, but comes equipped. Once we're done here, we want to be free. And so he says yes, and so we get to see both Stephen and Mark fight this time, not just one. And it's pretty cool to see both personalities fight. And eventually the gator gets released, and she's gonna take souls that have darkness in them, that haven't done anything wrong yet. So, and we get to see both Conchu find the big giant gator lady, and why Arthur is being fought by Mark and Stephen and Layla, who comes the hippo avatar, and yet she has wings. Like, that makes sense. Hippos don't have wings last time I checked. But I guess she's supposed to be based off of a scarab superhero that's based off a scarab. So, and they end up. We don't get to see what actually happens to them because somebody else joins the fight, and Mark and Stephen go black, and Layla was getting shooed at, and when they come to, they find out everybody is dead, and Arthur is half dead, basically. And then they end up putting a spell around him, and trapping the gator inside of Arthur. And Khonshu tells um, Arthur, it tells Mark / Stephen that we have to kill him, otherwise she'll continue doing her work. And they both say no, and they want their freedom back, and they get sent back to the insane hospital and talk to the doctor and find out that he's bleeding, and they say no, we want to go back to being a hero. And the episode ends with them being inside of Steven's apartment, and we see that now Steven has 2 goldfishes instead of 1. The one that the first, so we got to see both the ones that got the ones that were in the first episode. The one with 1 fin and one with 2 fins. So they kind of represent both of them. And then we have like a credit scene that shows that Arthur was at. I don't know. It's kind of weird because the fact that he's at a medical hospital, he's at a same hospital too. Somebody takes him away. I mean, like, why he's being taken away, he finds out like one of the doctors was killed, and he gets taken out to a limo where Khonshu's inside, and he explains, well, you know that third personality of Mark? Well, he's here. His name's Jake, and he's a limo driver. Which I understand that technically in the comics he's a taxi, but I bet sometimes those guys do both jobs. So, so Jake ends up killing Arthur, and that's how this season ends. And what I think about this season, this episode, it was alright. I did like some of the effects. Stuff like that would have been cool to see what Jake looked like with his version of the costume. But nope. They are probably going to say that for later. If we ever get another season or movie or whatever they're planning for Moon Knight. And I did kind of like Layla's costume, even though when her wings kind of showed out, it looked kind of funny. So, and I did like the action a lot. So I'm probably going to end getting this episode a 9 out of 10. So, like, favorite and subscribe, guys. Bye-bye.